Hi everybody, welcome to the comprehensive guide to the O.M.C, the original Mecha contest. In this video we're going to be discussing the rules and mechanics of the competition, the sponsors and prizes, and the judges. It's going to be probably quite a lengthy video, so if you want to grab a drink and some snacks, I don't blame you. I'm also going to timestamp the various sections on YouTube. So if you don't want to listen to me for a length of time, that's fine. I wouldn't want to do that either. Before we get into all the information, I'm just going to say some quick thank yous to members of the community that helped me translate the rules into their native languages, which I could never have done that by myself, so thank you from the bottom of my heart. And there are still some guys translating the rules as I'm recording this video, so if you don't hear your name being thanked now, it's going to come in a later video, I promise. I don't take anybody's time for granted. So I'd like to thank my wife for translating the rules into Thai. Nao did Japanese, Alex did Korean, New did Indonesian, Nick did Mandarin, Peter did Dutch, Ali did Turkish, Black Lotus did Romanian, Thomas did Spanish, and Enrico did Portuguese. So thank you so much, guys. This competition is about worldwide inclusion of mech builders. Because it's online, anybody can enter, and as I go through all the rules and mechanics, I want you to know that this is about including everybody. There's no elitism, there's no exclusion. I don't want anyone to feel excluded from entering this competition, okay? So, another thank you before we get into more contest details is Gavin Manners, and he did the artwork for the competition. Go check him out on ArtStation and Instagram. All links mentioned are going to be in the description of the videos. He is an incredible, hard-working guy, amazing artist, lots of inspiration and reference for mechs. Yeah, and he's a model builder, so he has some models here and there, so check him out, definitely. So without further ado, let's get into the sponsors. So the sponsors for the competition, the first sponsor that we have is HobbyMate. A well-respected model supply retailer based in Singapore. Edmund sells some really high quality stuff at a reasonable cost, which is all we really need as modelers, right? They're donating a Geminis airbrush. This is mine, so you can't have this one, but the one he's donating is the 100th of the series. There's 1,000 in the series made by Harder and Steenbeck. The airbrush has two interchangeable colour cups at different sizes and two different nozzle and needle sizes that can be interchanged. The quality is extremely high quality. None of the prizes in this competition are just throwaway prizes. Everything is of high quality and will reward the effort that's put into people's builds. Okay. All links are going to be in the description, so just check them out. I'm not going to keep saying that because there are going to be so many links for judges, sponsors and everything else. Kiosk Masons is the second sponsor, a company that was founded by Marco and Cedric. I followed it for quite a while now. I own one of their garage kits, and the quality honestly is superb. It's unreal. It's I messaged them when I got it. I emailed them straight back to say you need to make more and sell more, but they're very busy guys. So they specialise in character modelling and concept design services for the video game, movie and collectible industry. They've been kind enough to provide us with a Rockabot bust. I'll put a link, an image up because I don't have it here. They're going to ship it out to the winner. They do sell garage kits, so go check out the website, okay? The final sponsor is SMS. Based out of Australia, Scott Taylor's business. I'm sure this isn't the first time you've heard of him. He sells some incredible stuff. I think the main thing that the SMS sells is their paint range. I remember when he first introduced it and people started buying it and talking about it and reviewing it, and then all of a sudden it was everywhere. So extremely lucky, so thank you so much, Scott. SMS are donating the Ultimate Starter Colour Set, which is 17 paints with a hard case, and they are nice big pots of paint. They're not just tiny little pots. Again, I'll put a link below if you wanted to go check it out and see what it actually encompasses in that prize. So thank you so much to all the sponsors for supporting the contest. If you guys want more sponsors in competitions, go like the pages that they have. Go look at the websites. because that's what fuels the sponsorship, is just going and checking out their stuff. And believe me, I would not have anybody sponsor the competition that wasn't worthwhile and going and checking out. Okay, so what are all the prizes, and what are they going to be given out for? One other prize has been donated by Toy Maker, one of our judges, so thank you very much. It's a Master Grade Full Armour Unicorn, an amazing kit, as you could agree. The majority of the prizes have been donated by me, but also there are some secret prizes and a few things I've not mentioned, but I'm going to keep them a secret for now. So yeah, here we go. So the Master Grade Sotheby Vercar, everything that's a prize is brand new. Nothing is, you know, second hand, especially the books, they're all brand new. The Art of the Movie Chappie. The book that I hope you can see behind me is the Abacan 2288 from Calamity, one of our other judges. The Ruck, a garage kit that you can buy, Industria Mechanica, which is Michael, another one of our judges, that's his website. The Frame Arms Girl Architect, hiding here. And the other Frame Arms kit up there, which is hiding, is going to be given away in this, well, from this video, so keep an eye out for what we're doing then. I'll discuss that later on. Prizes are going to work in respects of, I don't know yet. We have so many high value prizes that the competition is going to have a first, a second and a third winner. But any competition like that sometimes scares away people who are new to the hobby or feel that they're not going to win. So there are going to be achievements and prizes for other things. You might get a prize for the most innovative creation. They might have used lots of different things. You might get random draw prizes for people who just took part. So stay tuned for that. That needs to be refined, because as prizes come in, and they are coming in, I need to categorise them and make things appropriate. Also, what I think would work is the people that win in respect of the first, second and third, first place will have pick of what prize they want, and then second would get, you know, the next pick, and third. That way, if the first place winner didn't want the Sotheby because they already have one, they can pick, you know, the unicorn, or, you know, something that they wanted other than that. That's always good, I find. So yeah, moving on. The judges for the competition are well respected and well known mech builders who I've followed since I started the hobby, and they provide me with a great deal of inspiration. I'm not a judge for the competition. I'm merely hosting it and organising it. I will give away a prize for my favourite entry, but I feel it's best to leave the judging to modellers that have been around a lot longer, have done a lot more than I have. I think that's fair. So the judges we have are Luca Zampriolo. He is Calamity on you know, on the social media platforms. He's made some incredible things. I own one of his builds up there, the Briegel. He is extremely talented. You know, he has several books. His sketchbook is in my other room. Go follow him on Facebook. He has some incredible updates, you know, weekly. Kenny Lim, also known as Toy Maker, somebody that's inspired me from day one when I started building my first Gundam model. His ideas and the way he approaches things is very unique, and it's very appealing to me. I really love the style that he brings to the table. So thank you so much, guys, for being judges. Michael Fichtermeyer from Industria Mechanica. If you ever go across any of the scale model pages on Facebook, or, you know, some forums, if you ever see an interesting kit, it's almost always come from Michael's store, Industria Mechanica. He's a fantastic modeler, but his store sells some amazing things, you know, some amazing garage kits, some, you know, limited runs, so definitely get out there and check them out if you haven't already. E-Day is our final judge, GBWC World Champion. Again, another huge inspiration to me for building. A good friend also. He's always helped me when I've had questions and things, so I'm really appreciating the time and for those guys to jump on board, and again, support a competition in a very early stage. So thank you so much, guys. So finally, what is the competition and how do I enter? I'm going to read from the rules, and then I'm going to try and make it as simple as possible for anybody who might be struggling with to grasp the idea. So the competition is called the O.M.C, the Original Mecha Contest. Scratch builders and model builders unite to create your very own mech. A fully functioning mech without the need for a pilot or human. Consider the style of Chappie, District 9, Elysium, or use a completely original idea to achieve your vision. Judges will look more favourable on original concepts. After all, this is the original Mecha contest. When people hear that and read that, they immediately think, well, some people do that, I'm too new to the hobby, I don't have enough skills, I don't have enough experience. But I want this competition's open to everybody, and if you've never kit bashed things, if you've never scratch built, this is the time to give it a go. Because you might not come away with one of the grand prizes, but you might come away with one of the smaller prizes, but also you'll finish with an achievement. You'll have made something you've not done before. It might be something really beautiful. Please don't back off from this competition and think I can't enter because I'm not skilled enough. This isn't about that. It's about including everybody in the mecha building world to try new things and bring everybody together. So what can you use to build your mech? Almost anything really. Any model can be used. So you don't just have to use Gundam models. Scratch building is encouraged but also expected. 3D printing is allowed, although you are restricted to a maximum 15% of the final mech. 3D printing is something that I thought should be included because as technology improves, and as you guys know, the hobby does improve in that aspect. People who can print their own parts is something that's becoming more common. The more 3D printers become, lower in price, but we don't want someone printing an entire model. That's not what the competition's about, but we do allow a little bit. So if using a model kit as a base, so let's say the Sazabi Verkar, it should not be easily identifiable as the base kit. So we're looking for you to take a model or your idea and make it original. We don't want to just see a Sazabi Verkar with a few new panel lines and a couple of aftermarket parts glued on. We want to see some original ideas. Simply detailing a pre-existing model kit doesn't fit the theme of the contest, and then we will just disqualify the entry. Okay. So anyone who's still struggling with the concept, I've got an example prepared. I'll put it up here. So James, a modeler, also known as TK Mechworks, he made an entry for the GBWC last year, and on that entry was a little robot that he made called the Gus bot, G-U-S. The major form and shape was the 1/100 Guzhan leg. So I'll put some more pictures up, and then some scratch building, some kit bashing, and some aftermarket parts, and he made a little robot, and I think that's amazing. And that's what this competition's about. You don't have to go out there and make something enormous, although you could if you wanted to. And you don't have to spend a lot of money. You could take some spare parts and make something interesting. That's what the competition's about. When entering the competition, we are not accepting builds that are already finished. So if you've already finished something last year and you want to submit it to the competition, it won't be eligible. We also don't accept other people's builds. So if you submit a build that you haven't created or a build you did a long time ago, the community is very, very good at identifying these builds, so we'll just disqualify the entry. You'll get banned from the competition, so you won't get any chance of winning any random draw prizes. You'll also get banned from my page, so yeah, don't do that. We are accepting builds that are in the early stages. So if you've started a project a couple of weeks ago, or you started a project a long time ago but didn't really do a lot with it and benched it, we are sort of accepting those if you can show them in the early stages with the contest entry pass, which I'll cover soon. We're going to do that next. If you're unsure, you can drop an email to the email address that I'm going to discuss at the end. And you can always ask us and we'll bounce ideas back and see if we can get you into the competition. Because it's not about excluding people for starting a few days, weeks early. It's not what the competition's about. So how do you enter the competition? It is in the rules, so if you want to go and check those out, it might be easier for you to read it in your own language. I'll do my best to explain, because it is kind of simple, but at first reading it makes it sound a little complicated. So allow me to explain. When you read in the rules about the entry pass, all that is it's the contest artwork with some text, and all you need to do is you can download that and show it on a mobile device or on your computer screen, as long as it's in the work in progress photos. Personally, I would print it off, so I've just got it on my desk and I can throw it into work in progress photos. So you need to do that at certain stages, and I'll explain that now. We would like you to do an initial photo at the start of your build. So if you were going to use a Sazabi or some other models, you could always just throw them on the desk, put the entry pass there and take a picture. We don't expect you to include everything because concepts change and ideas change, so we don't expect everything. It's just a rough starting point of where you started. We would like 3 work in progress photos at different stages, so maybe the beginning, middle and end as you start your build. Make sure that the entry pass is visible in those, because that's what matters the most. When you've finished your build, submit 6 photos of the finished article. Do not put any watermarks or names on the pictures. I've been asked by one of the judges to keep everything anonymous, and that's what I plan to do. All those details, and also you need to include your name and the name of the creation that you've made. And you can include a little story if you want. That's not necessary, but it's optional. The email address that all goes to, I'll put it on the screen, but it's also in the description and in the rules. When I say you need to submit these 10 photos, just do it at the end. You don't need to do them one after another. Just keep them to one side and send them all in one big one big email. There is a group created on Facebook for the competition. You do not have to join the group. The group is there for people to ask questions and to share work in progress photos as builds progress. Anything shared in there, such as work in progress, I'll feature in the monthly updates that I do on my page and on my Facebook page and YouTube. You also do not need to like any of my social media platforms. You do not need to subscribe. It might help because you'll see updates and things, but it's not necessary. You don't need to do that to enter the competition. So entries will be judged without a scoring sheet. The reason for this is because we don't want you downloading a judge's scoring sheet and trying to work towards that. That, I feel, would hinder people's creativity. The competition is about originality and original design, and that's what we want you guys to produce. Judges will judge entries on their merits and hard work, and again originality. If you guys want to make dioramas and bases for the mechs you've created, that's fine. If you feel it will sell the story of the mech, that's fine. You're not going to be penalised for having that, but what I want people to realise is that the competition is about the mechs. So if you spent more time on the mech and didn't make a base or diorama, you're not going to be penalised, and vice versa. If you take the time to make a base and diorama, you're not going to be penalised either, but we are looking at the mechs. So if you want to spend more time detailing them or adding more, that's probably better, but again, it's up to the judges as well. It depends what they like. So we have come to the end of the video. I'm sure a lot of you are thankful for that. I apologise for it being so lengthy, but I wanted to include as much information as possible so people can come back as a reference point as the competition progresses. One thing I wanted to stress is that competitions like this need the support of the entire community. Get sharing, liking and things like that. If you have a builder that you look up to who inspires you and you think they need to be part of the competition, send them a message with a link to the competition. The more people involved, the better. And again, the more people involved, the more prizes I can dish out. Like I said, you don't have to like my pages or subscribe, but to win the frame arms kit up here, all you need to do is like this post on Facebook, the one with the video explaining the competition, drop a comment, anything you want, and make sure that you share it. If you do all those 3 things, you'll be entered into a random draw for this, and we will draw it on the first update of the competition at the beginning of March. It is a very cool kit, it's brand new. If you want to look it up, I'll put the information in there as well. So thank you very much for watching this video, for as long as you have, if you have. Any more questions can be posted into the group, or you can drop me an email on the email provided in the rules. Good luck guys, and look forward to the first update.